Hello everyone, this is Vicky Stitchnbutton, and today is the 11th of December. It's Wednesday. I know I said I might change to Thursday, but if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know I changed my mind. Thanks for everybody that's commented on my hair. I think it does look better shorter. I need to probably get my hair cut at least twice a year now. But thank you. It's appreciated. My nails today. I did them today. They are called, hang on, I have the thing here. I have a bunch of stuff here, as a matter of fact. They're called Peppermint Please. And that's part of this year's Color Street Christmas line. I'm going to throw this out now. But I thought they were cute. There's another design that's striped, but it didn't fit any of my nails. This is, you know, certain ones will fit certain nails, and that one didn't go on any of these. So, but that's what we got. I thought they're cute. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we up to? Those that have heard or are interested in the construction around my house, we should finally get a road. They said, rumor has about the 17th. Cross your fingers. They've definitely pressed it down a lot better than they have in the past, and then they put some tacky tar stuff on it and then some sand so our cars didn't stick to it. So that's going along. As far as house building, still hasn't happened. They're still putting in foundation dirt. They can do that until I leave in like 5 years. I'd be totally happy with that. Just give us our road back and leave. That's good for me. What else is going on? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I remembered like 2 things right before I started, and then they go out. I've got some cards. Matter of fact, I just got a couple of cards in the mail today. I've got some things that I purchased. I have a box that I received from my friend Jay Long. I finished my bags, my Christmas bags. I got those out there, and there's still some available. I did put out the pics for the next set of bags, but I won't be cutting those until probably somewhere around Christmas time or right after, because I have other things I need to do right now. And plus, you know, holidays, people aren't shopping for themselves most of the time on holidays. There's some. I would shop for myself, but you know, I know that there's some, but we'll just give that a rest for right now. What else is going on? I am going to offer mystery needle minder packs, and I had put a poll in my group, so if you're not part of my group, go ahead and join it. If you are part of my group, look for that in the featured section, the pinned post. I did put a poll. And what else? We did some pre-Christmas things. Frank and I normally don't do proper gift exchange on Christmas. Most of the time we don't even get presents, and it's not that we don't care, it's because I'm a gift. Okay, so no, because we just don't. It doesn't phase us. We love each other whether or not there's a present involved. So we don't need the gift. We do make sure that the kids get something. This year it's money. We're going easy, and this year we got stuff we wanted. So we ordered a new couch. That should be coming on the 27th. I got Frank a PlayStation 5 and gave it to him, and he was ecstatic. He had no clue. I didn't even have a clue until I picked it. So how's that? And then I got a MacBook Pro. I need to learn how to use it, guys. I did load it up and get all the things and the new iOS downloaded and installed. And I don't know. I may or may not try to edit this video with it. We'll see what happens. What else? Looking around. I know there's more. Coffee. Oh, the Jingle Ball. The Jingle Ball was this past weekend. I did do that. I've done all 3 years. The first year I didn't go into the rooms. This year I went into the rooms again. Last year I went for the first time. This year I only went into, I think, 2 or 3 rooms. 2 nights I actually talked to people. It was okay. I mean, if you are not in a normal virtual or Zoom room with your stitching friends, obviously there's a curve to people that you don't know and some that don't know video etiquette and so on and so forth. With my lack of patience, I do have to check myself, and just most of the time I'll get real quiet because I'm trying not to offend half the room, is pretty much what it is, because some should have been probably told. Like making all the noise in the background. If you're doing something that's noisy and you're just listening, mute yourself. Like, nobody wants to hear every wrapper you ever opened and you talking to your dog or cat for 45 minutes. And it's one thing like me telling him to stop whining because he's not going out right now. That's different. But anyway, so there was some of that going on. But otherwise, it was pretty good. And then you get first dibs on any of the exclusives that are being offered. Most of them will be offered in about a year. But some, I think a couple of them said they weren't going to be offered elsewhere. So I don't know which ones are which. I did buy some. I did also forget to print out the cover pages. But I did get the Bauble book. I bought one that might have been from last year. It was a small Christmas stocking from Heartstring Samplery. I did download all of the free charts. I'm trying to remember, guys. And I got a couple things from Tiny Modernist that I think are ornaments. I got Up on a Rooftop from Teresa Koget. And I ordered a lit scissor box that's laser cut by Beth Twist's husband from Heartstring Samplery. So that's coming in the mail. The rest I did PDFs. If you've made it this first 7 minutes, I do want to tell you to hang in there, because I am going to, instead of doing... okay, so I do have a giveaway winner, by the way. And then I went through my pack of giveaway charts, and I actually added one anyway over this past week, because I destashed a lot of my memorabilias for reasons. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you know. So I have the giveaway winner, and then I have 11 things to give away. So I will be putting those throughout when I remember, while I'm blabbing here throughout the video. This gives me more watch time, honestly, to do it, instead of somebody just going to the beginning or the end to look for a giveaway. So, just in case you were wondering, that's exactly why. So we're going to talk about the giveaway winner right now. And the giveaway winner is for... Oh, I just dropped my threads. That's for Bells of Ireland. I worked on it last night, and I plan on working on it tonight. So, it's for this bag, for the Put a Bird on It sale. Put a Bird on It sale will start on the 15th, and I doubt if this bag will get to you in time, but you can put your stuff in afterwards, or not. I mean, it's up to you. So, it's for this bag, and what I did was I just put the link in for the video in the comment picker, and I had it pick a comment, and if it didn't talk about the bird in the bag stuff, then I went and picked another comment. So, the winner is Karen Baliani. Karin Baliani 150. Karen Baliani. I think it's Baliani. Anyway, Karen, I don't remember ever sending you anything, so I didn't double check just yet. But if you haven't yet, go ahead and check out the link below for the Flosstube contact list, the Stitchy Friends list down there, and fill that out, or message me one way or another to let me know what your address is, and I will get this out to you. And we will announce the first giveaway for... I will show you the first thing I want to give away for my next video. And this is part of my D-stash. This is Garden Beauty. It's a memorabilia. Just so you know, it is opened. This was given to me by Belinda, Aussie Stitcher. She started it, and there is some highlighting on it, but it's still good. You could still use it. There's very little highlighting on it, and it's the chart. So, giving this away, Garden Beauty. If you would like to win Garden Beauty, keyword is garden. All right, let's get into... I don't have any new starts. I have not started Tiger Lily yet. I will. That's not one of them that I had destashed. But obviously it's not mine. I borrowed it, but I still want to stitch it. So I have not started her yet, but I will. Okay. I've had to do so many little things. I did not... Looking at my stack of what I've stitched on, I didn't realize I stitched that much because I don't feel like I did. So I'm going to show you first is Bluebell because she's on top and I need to get her out of the way because she is going to be left out. This is Bluebell from Nora Corbett. Oh, Bluebell. No, it's not. No, it's not even. It is Bells of Ireland from Nora Corbett. And I decided, yes, I still want to stitch on this. So she is out and she is being worked on for one of the Whippagories this month. And Hot Mess Express today. It's also very windy out today, so maybe I'm just going with the weathery mood. It's been slightly chilly, not freezing, by the way, and I'm loving it. So, this is Bells of Ireland. I started stitching this with Laurel Ann. She's on Flosstube, and my goal is to get this finished this year. Her and I want to start Queen Anne's Lace, which is still another one that I've decided I still want to stitch. So when this is done, I will start Queen Anne's Lace. Laurel better keep up with me because we're supposed to start that together. I worked in a little bit of a blue. I did the darker skin up here. I had already had most of the light skin in. I did all the hair that you see and the skin that's down here in her legs. That was last night. That was a little bit over maybe 312 stitches. And so I still want to stitch on her some more, even though I don't have to. I've met my requirements for Whippagories, but I have some time to stitch, and I'd like to get a bigger chunk done on that to give me less to stitch on next year. Next thing I have, and these are in no order, I stitched on Ugly Birds. This was also for a Whippagories. I do believe this was for the large category, and every month I've tried to put in a full coverage. So this was the full coverage I put in for this month. And this is artwork by Ciro Marchetti, and it's the Story Keep Ugly Birds. So it's just a portion of the big picture, and it's put out by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am stitching this on 25 count easy grid, 1/1 full cross, and this is on my quantum frame, and that's what had fallen a little bit earlier. I had to pick it up and roll it back up. And here's where I am with Ugly Birds. I'll drop this. I'm not taking it out. I leave it in there for the whole duration. So, what did I do? I did a lot of fill-in. I'm doing that typewriter method, so I'm trying to fill in all this stuff. So I take a color and then work it until the thread is done. And so I ended up doing a lot of this birdhouse. I ended up having to also frog out over 100 stitches because I counted off just a little bit and it was going to mess up everything else. So I had to fix that. Frog that out, put in more, and then I started grabbing more colors from up in here and in the, because since I'm going to have to scroll this up, I need to go ahead and get all these top stitches done first. And I'm going to continue stitching on this next year, so I'll keep on doing the same thing, just grabbing and going, and I'll work on all the top stitches. That way when eventually I get down to about here, I can maybe scroll it up by half or something. I don't know. Life goals, right? Life goals. Or at least I'm all the way across. So we're just going to roll this up right here. I ended up doing, I worked on it for 2 days and I did 312 stitches. Apparently that's a sweet spot when it comes to my stitching. And usually it's just because that's where the thread ran out. Or that particular color I was working on. So Ugly Birds is done for the year. I also worked on Waterhole Guardians. This one's artwork by Jan Patrick Krasny, and it is my hashtag Jemima's fault because she did Waterhole Masters, and I loved it, and I had this one, so I had to start it. And it's charted by Heaven Art Design. This is another one that I'm doing on 25 count, but this time I'm doing it 2/1 half stitch or 10 stitch, whatever you want to call it. And I started in the bottom right corner. And again, the typewriter method, grab a color and work it out. So I've been filling in, I think I finally have all but the very top portion of his head. So he's all done, and I've just been grabbing these colors and working out. I'm not sure if I want to work across or up right now. Maybe I'll just sort of make it grow from the corner, right? We'll see. Anyway, I know I did this portion here, and I didn't do much up in here. A lot of it was in here and over here. All the colors seem to just sort of migrate over. And with that one, I did, watch it be 312. I lie. It was only 205, and I did that on the 2nd of December. All right. Last time I showed you that I was supposed to be working on my 2020 Santa and how I messed up and I had to fix it. And let me get this dog a treat. I give him one of these oven baked. I get these from Chewy, and they smell like peanut butter. And if you like Nutter Butters, every time you open this, you would feel like you wanted one, because they do smell just like Nutter Butter cookies. Give him one. There you go. Stop whining. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. It's this 2020 Santa Claus from Prairie Schooler, and I had a fit working on this rabbit, and I pulled out almost everything that I had stitched to start with it, and I started putting it back in, and I found that I made basically the same mistake again. And I said, I'm not fixing it this time. So I decided to attack the coat from around here and just make sure I stitch the coat correctly and make it all fit. And this is where I got to. I did the red. I started the green to make sure that that was lining up where it needed to be, so I could make sure that the red was lining up where it needed to be, and that's where we're at. Now I need to finish the bunny. It's fine. Everything's fine. That is done for right now. That's a wrap for 2024. But I'm really hating that bunny. Got on my nerves. I am stitching that on 32 count Dirty You from Dames of the Needle, and I'm using my own color conversion of Classic Colorworks, one being Cupid for the red, just picking slightly different colors that I enjoy. Let's do another giveaway while I think about it before I get through everything else. So the next giveaway I'm going to have is this. I'm going to fold it because it's out of a magazine. It's from Stony Creek, and it's this Santa sitting on the beach with his little flip-flops. I don't know where to get those buttons. They might be from just another button company, or you might be able to get something very similar. And this is from their Countdown to Christmas magazine, 2009. So if you would like to win this chart, then comment with Santa. So we have Garden and Santa. And let's do one more while we're here. This one is Needlework Welcomes from Diane Arthurs. It's from Imaginating. And it's got the two versions of welcome there. And if you would like to win that one, the keyword is welcome. The next one I worked on was The Wizard of Oz. I know I can get this done this year. I do plan on finishing this off this year. Not 2024, I mean 2025. So I have down that I'm stitching this on 32 count Kale Linen by Vicki Clayton. And, oh, the designer is the Little Stitcher on Etsy. I am using the code for DMC, and this is where I've got. So, I don't have much more to do as far as people go. I just have the lion. I have flowers. I have 3 of the flowers done. There's 4 more of the yellow ones and 1 poppy down the bottom on the other side of the Tin Man. Then there's a lot of border and words. It's very doable. I have a few more in this series, so I'd like to get this one done so I can move on to another one. The last time I touched it was on 26th of November, and I put in 313 stitches. So not 312, 313. Next one I want to show you is Maurice. This is the Christmas mousse from Pana. It is a kit, and the last time I checked, which was like about a month and a half ago, mybobbin.com did have these available again. So I call him Maurice, and I put him on 32 count Murky from Picture This Plus. And this is where he's at. He's looking so good. I did not work on more of the back stitch just yet. What I did work on was just a little bit in here. I had to get him in for the 100 stitches for the month, and I might have just done just over 100. I didn't pull the card out. So I just worked in there. And I'm going to finish up this shoulder soon. Oh, and I did put his nostril in. I finally gave him another nostril so he can breathe. So there you go. Gunner, enough. Enough. And don't feel sorry for him. He was out not too long ago. He doesn't want to go out right now. It's really windy. So we will go out when I'm done this video, and he'll be fine. He's mad because I went to get the mail without him. And I'm talking to not him, right? All right. I put this in for my Whippagories to get a little bit more done. And this is Animal Magnetism, brain fart. This is Animal Magnetism. It's a Charts and Charms, so you provide the fabric. Now, I had a little bit of an epiphany the last time, and I realized that if I stitch this, well, since I'm stitching this on a beige color linen, that I don't have the white background, so now I have to make sure to fill in all the white background, which isn't too bad. It's fine. It's fine. And I don't think I showed this. And guys, if I showed this before, maybe I didn't stitch as much. No, I think I didn't stitch. This is where it's at. What did I finish? I don't know. I did some back stitching in the giraffe. And I did some of the half stitching in here to get some more of that done. And up in here. So I've been working around on all the half stitches in there, and I started some back stitching here, and I finished the back stitching around his ear here, and I filled in some white down to about here. Yep, to about, see the difference? Otherwise it doesn't look finished, so it needs the white in there, and that's fine. Yeah, so giraffe, half stitches, and half stitches, and background. I mean, back stitch. So elephant ear is done. I know I have some more back stitching here. Oh, and I did part of this, or did I do the whole thing? Yeah, I think I finished off that whole branch that he's holding over here. I finally finished that off too. I just wanted to see the giraffe's face because I can't do the other side. There's back stitches on the other side, but I just wanted to see some of the giraffe's face. So he's got a little face in there, and his eyes are done, and his long eyelash. And I even did some of the spots. So cute. Looks so good. I will continue to do at least 100 stitches on both Animal Magnetism and Maurice next year. I suspect Maurice might be able to get done next year. I doubt if I'll get this done. There's still a lot of stitching to do on this sucker. If you look at it, it's basically full coverage. Even though some of the coverage is half stitches, it's a lot of stitching, guys. And I am only to here, and I don't have the line done. So there's still a bunch of stitching to do. It's okay. It will be gorgeous when it's done. The linen I'm using, I think, is just a 28 count linen from Charles Craft. They might have called it natural or raw or something. I can't remember. I know it was one of those out of a tube. All right. I decided I wanted to work on Halloween sampler, and that's from Cottage Garden. I had this in hibernation for most of the year, but then I decided I wanted to work on it. So I did not write down how many stitches I did. I worked on this when I was in the Jingle Ball. I had worked on this a couple of times, and I did this for a prompt for one of my stitching groups, I think. And basically all I did was the letter A and the letter D. I started the letter E, and I did a little bit of stitching on, I think, the L, the B, and the O. So not a ton, but it did I write it down on the card? Let's see if it, because I remember I wasn't using the cards for a while. Did I not write it down? I didn't write it down, no. I wrote it down in my book somewhere, maybe. But I probably got in about 200 stitches. Maybe I got 312. I don't know. And some more giveaway. Let's do some more giveaway. This next one is from Pickle Barrel Designs, and it's called Polar Express. It's very cute. So if you would like to win this chart, we're going to go with the keyword polar. And then another one, I actually won this in a giveaway, and then I ended up never stitching it, so I figured I'd offer it back out to someone else. And this is called My Heart is True. It's a little pin pillow. It is from Nikki's Creations. And the magazine is justcrossstitch.com. Just Cross Stitch, February 2018 was the issue. So if you'd like to win this, keyword is heart. Let's do one more here. This is from My Big Toe Designs. It says, miracles happen, keep the skinny jeans. I've decided I don't want to stitch it, so I am going to offer it up for free. If you'd like to win this one, keyword is jeans, Jeans. And we'll do one more here. It's getting close to March. Maybe I'll be able to start this and finish it for St. Patty's Day. And it is the March Flip It Blocks with Charm from Lizzie Kate. Does it have, I don't know if it has the actual little thing in there. It does not. It has the baggie. It's got some writing on it. Somebody penciled in it. Was not me. So if you'd like to stitch on this, the keyword is going to be March. All right, more stitching. I did some stitching on You Belong to Me. This is from Long Dog Samplers. And I am stitching mine on a mystery linen. It's 32 count. And I'm stitching it with PR168, and that is a silk from Silks for You. And I almost ran out of space on the side. I had to sew in some fabric so I could fit it in the frame. And here's where I'm at. So I really would have liked to get that top row done by the end of the year. I don't think it's going to happen. If I have some time later on this month, I might go ahead and chip at it some more. But I did get a good amount done. I worked on this in the Jingle Ball also. And I finished the eye and this bird and worked my way down. So all of this down here is what I stitched on. I know I had the eyebrow. I called it the eyebrow up there. I had that finished. And let's see. I ended up doing a total of 300 stitches on this, and that was on the 5th. So 5th and 6th, I worked on it. 300 stitches. You belong to me. I do plan on doing a new start for the new year. And my new start is going to be Lo and Behold. And I think I'm not going to do a hashtag thing because they don't show up anymore anyway. But I think I'm just going to call it the Long Dog Year. And there's a few people that are actually going to either start Lo and Behold with me or another long dog. All right, let's do another giveaway. This one is from For My Boys, and it is called She Gathers. And it says, she gathers flax and wool and works with her hands. And it's Proverbs 31:13. There we go. So if you'd be interested in stitching on this, the keyword's going to be gather. And the last bit of stitching to show you for now is Say Coffee from Heartstring Samplery. You know, I own all of the coffee things except for one. The Coffee Fairy Godmother. I wasn't a fan of that one, so I think I did a giveaway or something like that for it. Or I might have sold it. I don't remember. I am stitching this one on the called for hog bristle linen from Fox and Rabbit. It's 36 count. I'm stitching it 1/2, and I'm using all the called for threads. And this is how far I've gotten. This sort of blends in a little bit, and you can actually see it better like this. There you go. I thought about changing that color out, but you know what? I think it sort of lends itself to the quirk of the whole thing, so I'm keeping it because it doesn't bother me. What did I stitch? Let me move this around some more so you really can't see it. Hang on. We'll do this. It'll be easier. Hey, I got this pen from J-Long. We've decided this is very, very distracting. Anyway, I ended up stitching on, straighten that out. I finished all this in here and then this in here. The rest of it was all done. So I had gotten up to about here with the stitching. No. Okay, so I had gone up here and did some of this. So I finished this whole line here, the half of this, and that side over there, which is a block with some leaves. Loving this. I did talk with Beth Twist. She was in the meet and greet and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And I put in a total of 325 stitches, not 312. 312 seems to be a sweet number for this batch, huh? Okay. What else? What do I have planned? And what did I buy? Okay, so I did get a couple of charts besides what I got at the Christmas Jingle Ball. I decided this was on sale and I needed it, and it is Hedgehog from Stitching Jewel Designs. It was pretty cheap. It was only like $3 and some change, and he's just too cute. And then alright, Long Dog sells me with the stories, guys. It's the stories that she puts up about these little things, and I love them. They, lo and behold, the whole story definitely sold me on it. And then, I know I've seen this before because one of my friends is stitching it, and I guess it just didn't stick in my head until I saw on Facebook she had posted a whole extra story on this and showed this, and I knew that I just had to go buy it. So I did. I went and bought it. It's called Fish and Ships. Don't know when I'll start it, but I do really like it. And I love the stories that go along with it. So those are purchases. Let's go with another giveaway. And this one's going to be the Ark that Noah built from Carriage House Samplings. And the keyword is going to be Noah. Noah. And we're going to go with this lavender and lace. This is Lady of the Thread. Keyword is lady. And then the last giveaway item is going to be Dominique from John Clayton's Elegance. And if you are interested in this, the keyword is going to be elegance. E-L-E-G-A-N-C-E. Elegance. So that is all 11. I should have pulled another one. I didn't. Sorry about the luck. I thought about doing a 12th, but it didn't happen. All right. So I received in the mail, I got a card from Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. Wonderful note. Love you, Dawn. Hang in there, kiddo. And I love that duck. Love that duck. And then I just received 2 cards in the mail. Today, I opened them up. This one is from Devi Sisk. She's been a long time subscriber, and I talked to her here and there through different means of communication. Anyway, she sent me this great card, and I just wanted to tell you, Devi, that I know you're in Washington, and along came a booklet, a full-on booklet for a cruise line based in Washington, and I don't know if it just followed the card that you sent. I just thought that was funny because I had never gotten any kind of mail from them before. And then this one came along, and this is from Cheryl Florida from Texas, and she put a little note in there. Cheryl, you need to start somewhere, and only three whips. I know you used to be monogamous, but times have changed. You do whatever's comfortable for you. I could not do just 3. I think I get anxiety attacks thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe I just want to stitch this all the way through. I'll stitch it until it's done, even if it takes all month. Or I've thought, maybe I'll just pick up full coverage and stitch it for the whole month. And then my heart starts palpitating, and I just couldn't possibly. Crazy. One of my plans, I'm trying to just grab things as they're closest. One of my plans, and I think I might have mentioned this before, is to finish this piece. This is Let's Do Coffee. I only have 1.5 words left to do. And if you've been here before, you know that this is being stitched with 1 thread, where I'm doing each length twice, each pass twice for the full stitches, and once for the 1/1 stitches that should be quarter stitches that I can't count. So that's why it's been slow going, but I plan on finishing this year before the 31st. Cross your fingers for me. So that's in the forecast for working on it. I received a big old box from Jaylon. She had stuff since last Christmas, so her card actually says Merry Christmas, then that's crossed out, and then it says Happy Birthday, and then it says Merry Christmas again. So, what did I get? I'm not going to open this up, but she did. This was part of our swap. We swapped, I gave her a Mirabilia that was kitted up and started, and she gave me this. And this is Aria, Elemental Queen of Air from Bella Filipina. All the stuff is in there, and she sent it along with this bag. And then she sent me this sticker, which is hysterical because I read it in the chef's voice. I just don't know where I want to stick it right now. I was thinking maybe my new MacBook Pro needs it. I don't know, but it's great. And then there's some toiletry things in here that I'm just not going to show. They're like masks and stuff. And then she sent me this bag. Not bossy, just aggressively helpful, which is so true. She also sent me this very distracting pen, which I have not been able to stop playing with since last night. And in here were a whole bunch of different items. There are, like, she sent it one on my own project card. There's 2. There's Timon and Pumbaa, which, you know, maybe this needs to go with my meerkats. Oh, I do have a meerkat kit too, because luau. And then don't be a hippopotamus, which I think is hysterical. And then she sent me this little, it's a little hug of coffee, and I'll put it on either scissors or a zipper, you know, for a zipper pull. And then she sent me these pretty scissors. They have my favorite dragonflies, plus they're blue, which is also a favorite. See, sometimes it's worth the wait, right? Then she sent me 2 pins, and she said I'm going to have to make my own needle minders. But that's okay. And this one says, this is how long my tolerance for people lasts. And we all know that that gum lasts 13 seconds. And then there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. And then this one, shh, no one cares. And a cow pen. 'Cause moo. Oh, and then she sent me this, you know what the first letter is, right? I happen to buy myself a whole tin of them, so maybe I'll share. But she sent me one, which is very special, because some people can't spare them, you know. Alright, we're going to put this back in here, because stuff and things. And I'm going to have a big mess anyway. Another thing that we traded for was, she gave me Phoenix Queen, and I gave her another one that was the chart and the beads and stuff, and she did the same. So Phoenix Queen by Bella Filipina. Oh, here. That's how long it took her to send me. Look, somebody sent you a card. Who could it be? And then we always send each other socks. Oh my goodness, my socks are caught. So I have bacon and egg socks. Literally, one's a bacon sock and one's an egg sock. And then there's some Mandalorian socks. It says, where I go, he goes. And then there's Grogu. And then there's this, is that a bison? That's a bison drinking coffee. And then a weekly planner. And it's not dated, so I can write my own dates. So since I already have my planner for this year, I can put this away for next year. And then Sarah gave these to send, because she knew that eventually J Long would be sending me a package. And Sarah got these at a retreat 20 years ago for me. 20 years ago. Because I still need to try to start that embroidery stuff. I'm really still want to do that. And this says, but first coffee. She did put little notes on just about everything. And then a pair of slippers, guys. I could always use slippers. These are actually supposed to be for Odysseus and any mate he comes up with. But I think he's been long gone. I haven't seen him in forever. So that is the great treasured J Long box. I'm going to throw this stuff in here for now to get it out of the way. And then I have some plans. And then I'll let you go. How about that? I went through those. And those. And that. And that. Okay. Plans. I had decided... Remember a couple years ago, I tried to do 300 stitches on all my whips. And then I think last year I started doing that. And then I decided I didn't care. I just wanted to stitch on what I wanted to stitch on. Well, this year I decided, again, that I should stress myself a little bit when I stitch. So I went and printed out this little yearly tracker thing that I had gotten from S. Ward Designs on Etsy. It came with something else. And basically you write the project, and then it has January through December with just the first letter, which is fine. You just have to write small when you write the numbers in. So Any new project's going to get 300 stitches. Anything from 2024 is going to get 400. 2023 is going to get 500. 2022 is going to get 600. 2021 is going to get 7. 2020, 8. 2019, 9. And anything from 2018 is 1,000. So what I ended up doing was writing down my whips. This is both sides. And there are a couple of caveats. First of all, the only one that needs 1,000 stitches is Vader. Is my Darth Vader one from Stitchery. Bells of Ireland. That's going to be that's a goal to be a finish. Maurice and Animal Magnetism. They should, in essence, get 1,200 at least for the year, because I plan on doing 100, at least 100 stitches a month. Probably more if I can. I still want to get more done on my full coverage, because I keep on starting full coverage and wanting to start full coverage, and then I fizzle out, if you haven't noticed. So I want to get some of them done, or at least a good bit of progress. And knowing me, I'm not going to sit there and stitch one for a whole month, right? So we're going to go 2,000 stitches for the year at least for Space Traveler, Aqua City, Wizard of Oz Haid, Ugly Birds, and Waterhole Guardians. Let Us Gather, I just started last year, and that's from Shiny Suns. That's to get 1,000. And then my two that are the painted Ada ones, those get at least 500, right? And then I just broke down which ones. Now the year for the stitches is the start year, if I wasn't clear about that. So I figured out what was what as far as their year, and I put how many stitches they should get on the side here. There's another one that I want to get finished, and that's my December Topaz Fairy that I got from Belinda. That was halfway done when she sent it to me. There's no reason why I can't do that unless I just slack. So that would be the only reason, right? And then I have plans for starts. Tiger Lily has been ready. I showed that before. I still have not done the part for Sarah's Seaside Tiny Town for the round robin, but that's fine. We don't expect it to go super fast, and with the holidays and everything, it'd probably be best if I didn't send it until after the holidays anyway, because it's going to slow roll or get lost, right? And then on the 15th, Sunday the 15th, we're starting Put a Bird on It. This is, and I think I showed what I was going to do, but I'll show you one more time before we go. I picked Vicky Clayton Silks. Oh, I also made myself a little thread holder, a thread keep. I picked 21 Vicky Clayton Silks because there's 21 little motifs. I am not doing the letters or the numbers besides doing the year, and I haven't decided what color I want to do the year. I might pick from here, or I might pick a different one. And my fabric is 32 count vintage Luna from Lakeside Linens. And here's my colors. They all sort of match each other in one way or another, right? There's all my colors, even the purple in there. So I took them off their little spools and I put them on floss drops with their names. And it is ready to go on the 15th. It's ready for their start. It's got its card. Good to go. All right, so I have my giveaways announced. Karen Baliani, please get in touch with me. And I should be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is when? 2 weeks, let's look at the... Oh, 2 weeks is Christmas. I don't know, maybe I'll put up a Christmas one. It looks like 2 weeks is another Wednesday. Frank works half the day, so either he's not going to be off, he's going to be working. The jail doesn't close. I don't know if you guys realize this, but the jail isn't like, okay, we're going to close. Everybody has off for the day. So, essential personnel work, and that's his scheduled day. So maybe I'll do a video. I am not quite sure. So something will be put out around the 25th or 26th. And that's all I got for right now. Oh, in the beginning of my video, I forgot to tell you my fun fact, so we'll end with that. Fun fact: Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer got his start as an advertising gimmick for Montgomery Ward in 1839. Now, Montgomery Ward has since gone out of business. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has not. So he ate his success, his maker, I guess. I don't know. I hope everyone has a great Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year, Hanukkah, or solstice of some sort, whatever you want to observe. And I hope everyone is doing well and that you're not getting holiday doldrums. Don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.